Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Thanks for joining me. Today I get to share with you a project for LDRS Creative, and we are using the Otterly Adorable, Otterly Lovable stamp set. It does have coordinating dies, and we're going to be using those as well to cut out our images. So it's getting chilly over here. I love the colder weather, and so I thought we would make a fun card. There's an image in the stamp set that has a mama otter and then the two baby otters. Well, that kind of reminds me of me and my girls. And so I thought we'd make a blizzard card to go with the sentiment that says, I'd be utterly lost without you. So cute. So we're going to build a little scene. So I have the three little otters. The mama otter is going to be wearing a little hat. So we're going to stamp one of the hats, the igloo, the little watering image. There's two little fish too I thought were so cute. We're going to stamp those. And then I did stamp the heart, which I don't know why, because I stamped it with black ink, but I guess I was on a roll with all these images. But I'm going to stamp the sentiment also. I'm stamping on Neenah 80-pound cardstock with my Raven ink pad. And then we're going to do a little bit of coloring. Coloring is pretty basic. I chose some very subtle soft tones and blue greens, warm grays, and some yellows and oranges. But while I color, I'm going to play some music, and then when the music is finished, I will catch you back. Coloring is all done. Now we're going to take the coordinating dies and we're going to die cut out each one of our cute little images. And I like the hat separate because you can tilt it if you wanted to. But they're all ready to go, and I did block off my sentiment. And again, the sentiment says, I'd be utterly lost without you. So sweet. Now we're going to create a background, and I'm going to be using one of the dies from the Scalloped Rectangle Frame Set. I have a panel that's 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches, and I'm taking the second largest scalloped rectangle, and I'm going to create a window in that panel. We're going to use both pieces. I'm going to add detail to the inside piece, but in just a minute we have to die cut it out first. I'm also going to take the over the heels border die and create a hillside. We just need a small portion, so I'm adding it to the bottom of my white panel here. And then we're going to add some clouds. I'm using the In the Cloudy Sky die set. I'll cut out 3 small clouds and 2 large clouds with that. Okay, this is ready to go. Now I'm going to work on my inside panel by using the In the Breeze die set. Now this is such a neat die set because it creates swirls, a little breeze, which is really nice, and it just leaves detail, stitch detail. And even though with all these clouds I kind of covered up most of the detail, I just think this is so pretty. I'm going to run it through once, just using 2 of those dies, and then I'm kind of going to reposition them to fill in the upper portion of this panel here, and then we'll die cut it out one more time. Actually, we're not die cutting out, we're adding detail one more time because it's just stitched lines, which is really nice. So that background panel is done. Okay, for my frame, now the frame is going to cover the entire front of my card base, and so we're going to go ahead and add adhesive to the back side of it and add our hillside. The hillside die cuts out in 2 pieces, so we're going to add the main piece, and then we're going to flip it over and we're going to go ahead and add some foam tape behind here and place it on our card base, which was a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch top folding card base. Okay, once this is done, I thought it was a afterthought, but I'm adding some glue to my hillside, and then the second piece here too. I'm going to bring in some glitter. So we're going to grab some scratch paper and add some glitter over our hillside. And then I thought, you know what, we're going to add it to the clouds too. Earlier I had added a little bit of glitter to my igloo, to my little otter's hat, and to the little watering image, just for a little sparkle. And I thought we'll do the hillside too. We're going to winter it up. I forgot to add my background before I adhered my frame, but no worries. We're just going to trim the bottom off and kind of do a little bit of tucking. That's going to fit right on the inside. And I cut a little too much off, but we can fix that because we have a lot of elements to fill in, and I'm going to use the rest of the hillside to go over that area that doesn't look right there. And you'd never know. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add all the rest of my elements, including my clouds. I did lots of layering with the clouds, and when I finished I realized I ended up covering up most of my little breeze details, but I just love the outcome. I think the clouds added to my kind of a winter scene, especially with all that sparkle. Just straightening up my sentiment, and that finishes off my card today, guys. Super cute. I love the Otterly Lovable stamp set. If you're interested in it, I'll leave a link down below. Now, I also get questions about the dimension that I have on my cards, and they ask, do they even fit in an envelope? Well, I wanted to share, I always put a card front on top of it, or a piece of cardstock in front, and then most of the time they do fit. There's been a few times where I had to use a larger envelope, but this is a standard A2 envelope and it fits beautifully. I do have to add extra postage though. Although this card, I'm not going to add postage. I'm going to give it to one of my girls. But thank you so much for joining me, guys. I wish you a lovely day, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.